5, 4. Let me see with YouTube. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are. You get Wall Street sizing up. Let me get the stream settings for you guys. I think I've got it here. Put it in the group. I hope that's the right one. That's a different one. Anyway, you're at Wall Street sizing up. This is, I hate to call it stocks to watch. That's really the only thumbnails I have, and I really don't want to deal with thumbnails. So just to let you know, we're sponsored by StockTrade.tips. That not only is the website, which is just going to redirect you to the Telegram channel. Free Telegram. We got about 240 going on 250 people in there, investors in there, some good TAs, some good options, some good, very good stock guys. You can ask me anything. I don't know a whole lot, but I know just enough. But let's came here to do what we came here to do, and that is insiders and the trades they're making so that you can get a jump on the market. The first thing that we're going to go to is the dark pools. Now, I can't show you the tool that I use. It's called Unusual Whales. It's not free, but some agreement they don't want you to use their website on live, if you would. So they've got live flow, live option flow, and live dark flow. So what you see on the screen here is the big dark pool buys, right? Dark pools are, if you didn't see the stocks to watch on Sunday, you really just need to watch it. But just real quick, a dark pool is all the major exchanges have them. So does Morgan Stanley, so does Goldman Sachs. They're private exchanges, and they're kind of bullshit because when somebody buys, let's say, if you're seeing on the screen there, that's 2.3 million shares of Uber, $100 million buy. You don't think that would move the stock? It absolutely would move the stock up and help a lot of people out. So, so they trade these in blocks. And they cut them up, and so some big desk had, or some big money market maker had a $100 million of shares, 2.3 million shares that they could sell in Uber. So that's what we're seeing. We saw that. So these are the after hours. What you're seeing on the screen is the after hours big dark pool buys. Uber, we'll talk about it in just a second. INTC, which is Intel, by the way. Cisco, $36 million buy, heavy buy there. We had a $30 million buy of GoDaddy and CTSH. Not sure what that is, but that was a $36 million buy as well. So let's go to Uber really quick and talk about it, because I did put it up on the screen here. All right. So what you're seeing is not a lot of short interest. What's going on? They have earnings on, I believe, and James just told me this, I should know, but I believe it's on Thursday. It might be Wednesday. And the trade was made right at the 43.49. What was it? Yeah, 43.49. So right where it ended after hours. You can see it sits on basically the last support line before it would collapse to almost $35. So it's sitting there. It's got some very good press about the earnings. So they're expecting this with a $100 million buy, 2.3 million shares, for it to go up. Now, I do have a new tool that I like. It's called vig.io. You can see it here. So you can see where the price is. Here's the thing. The momentum meter is way down as the stock has come way down. The money flowing in is flowing bearish, which is very interesting. But if you look at the stock and where it is, so when it was at its just peak, it's now down 13% from its basically July peak, right? And you can see that if it does bounce up, there's not a lot of volume right here. I'm not sure if you can see the screen real good, but there's not a lot of volume. So it could pop back up to, right at $48 from 43 pretty quickly. So that's what a lot of people are seeing. So that is Uber. I'm trying to move fast, guys, so to get you guys out of here. All right. Next up, we had these are the insider buys per the C-level executives. big time 5% plus owners, directors. And what we have today is I do like the salad. This one right here, I'm sure y'all can see it on the screen. This is SBH Sally Beauty Holdings. They're here in Dallas, ex-client of mine. But the key with them is as of today, the CEO sized up. Now, he didn't take a much larger position, just a 2% more. Still a $200,000 buy and 10,000 shares. We saw Vox pop today. It did come out today, but it's already popped. We had a huge sell-off, really. Last 2 hours of the trading day, it really sold off quite a bit. Power hour was kind of lame today because it just wasn't a whole lot of rockets because things were just selling off. We did see Circuit. Circuit was up. They just went public back around March, April timeframe, but they were up today 7%, and I believe they sold off too. So we did see them. You might watch for them, but these have already pumped. I don't think the Sally Beauty has pumped yet. So, all right. So that's that. Here's the Circuit one right here. Here's Circuit. You can see it's on the trend line in the day up. It looks like it's in a descending wedge is what's going on here. Still has some room to move up, but I would say that's probably going to come down. But this is going to come to a head pretty quickly here, mid-month. The key here that everybody misses, that nobody really knows about, I don't think, is the short float. The short float for Circuit CRCT is right at 30%. It's already surpassed its price target, so you can see that there was probably a short squeeze here is what I'm thinking, because that went up literally, I don't have I'm not good at the percentage, $10, right, in one day. So it can move, and it can move quickly. Looking at the news, not a lot. It is on the 10 best high short interest stocks to buy now, and that is by Insider Monkey. So that is CRCT. You might look at it. The next one. All right, let's go to the stocks that the funds, the large funds and the hedge funds are buying. Pretty interesting. You see Circuit here as well. We just talked about them. IMBT something else. Let me go through. I've looked. All right. So VETX went public literally in late July. You had Lone Pine Capital, and you also have Tiger Global, huge hedge fund, and they bought on the 23rd. They might be up 2 or 3%. They could have gotten out, but right now they're at the even in the trade. It looks like with the number of shares and the 5% plus position, I would think they're still in that trade. That may be one to look at. I don't have a lot of data on it. Again, it just went public week and a half ago. So, but it is one to follow. I did want to talk about Jack. We had Jack last week. We made the call on Jack last week. It still remains a good stock. Look at this chart, guys. Very good uptrend. We're a very good up channel. It is trending towards the upper end of the trend line. There is no short float, but there is. The float is very, very small. It only has 4.3 million shares out there to actually trade. So it is it's very short. I believe it's a leisure company, but if you look at where it ended today, about 1440, I think this thing can really run. I mean, it's got some good numbers the first half of the year, and you can see it just keeps continually bouncing off these perfect trend lines. If you're looking at the double top, it did double top, triple top, and broke out. So that's where it is now. So it seems like it's still on a breakout and still can move further. That is what Benefit Street Partners is guessing as well, because they moved up 1.1 million shares more. I believe they bought that on here. I can check that real quick for you. They bought that on the 21st. So, and it's in a very good uptrend. I believe they've got a 23% on that, but again, that's over multiple days. All right, those are those. We want to look at Uber. We've already looked at. Let's look at what is going on Reddit. Again, your Bitcoin's moved up to the top 10, so watch out for it. There seems to be some selling pressure there. It could not hold 40K. It held it for like 2 days, and then we had the BS infrastructure package comes out that they want to tax, but they want to put more paperwork on brokers, but they don't define brokers. So that's where we are with the infrastructure package. That all day I've got a TV right beside me. You can't see it, but all day I've got Bloomberg on. That's all they could talk about today. But some are saying it's passed. Some say it's got hurdles left. It's going to have hurdles in the House. I'm not sure if that gets passed in the next week or two. We'll see. Link is also up there. Zella had a pretty good day, I think. I could be wrong about that. In fact, check me on that. But I put these up in the channel quite a bit. In fact, I'll do it right now as we speak, because a lot of these stocks that you see down here at the end up being over here, and they start to move, right? And so you always want to check those. High short interest is about the same. Let's just see. Yeah, it's about the same. But you'll see support right there, close. You know, the site kind of irks me. It just doesn't move fast enough. Crypto today, we just talked about it, and now we're under 39. So for Bitcoin, Ethereum, you've got EIP, whatever, 1552 or 1897. I don't know. Very, very soon. I've got a price target on Ethereum at 2,800. Just to let you know, that's leading up to the EIP, which by the way is pissing off the miners, but as of next year in 2022, it's going to be proof of stake. So, but it's down to Bitcoin's down 5.5. Not much more to say about that. So, with that said, guys, I hope this was good. I'm going to try to make these as short as I can. Appreciate you guys being on here. Again, if you would like information all day long, we do it on our Telegram channel at stocktrade.tips. Most of you guys that are on here and watch this probably already know that. Tell your friends and family. It's free, you know, and the more the merrier. And the more brains that we can get on there, the more investors that we can get on there, broadly speaking, then the smarter we all become. That being said, guys, appreciate it. Watch your six. Go hard at the paint. We'll see you next time. Thanks again.